Hey guys, so second day here with the new daily opportunities of the day with the Zoltun Tarot. I'm still using it. I'm just loving trying to get the hang of it, get to know it, have some fun. Sorry about the lighting. I had to wait a lot until later today. I did a lot of running around today. We just relocated, so new table. But the whole point being, now I've got ideally a little bit quieter space. I've been having a lot of trouble with neighborhood noise here at the places we've been staying, and so it's been a little frustrating. But now, hopefully, ideally, at this new place, it won't be as much of an issue. Won't have to record at night where you can see my little dancing shadows and everything. But anyways, getting started. About to pull some cards, but I wanted to go through real quick just the beautiful artwork and storytelling done in this book. As I mentioned it earlier, it's the Flight of Feathered Serpent. It's the Zoltun Tarot accompaniment. It's a wonderful, wonderful book with wonderful illustrations, all based on real glyphs, historical stuff, all pieced together to kind of show really the path of, like, I guess you could say the path in the major arcana. So it has a lot of parallels to all of that. But beautiful, beautiful storytelling visually. But yeah, I'm in love with it. Anyways, here we go. So, starting off, just pulling a card for the day, getting a chance to see what's in store for us for the day, and what I love about the tarot is mostly its ability to really allow you to see not just a bigger perspective, because I feel like that's really kind of cliche sometimes, but really about seeing how a lot of times we put our own, we project our own feelings about, what stuff has happened in the past into the present moment, and we end up avoiding what's happening right now. We end up missing, a great connection with somebody. We end up missing a great opportunity to move somewhere, to go somewhere with our life. And so the tarot, one of the things I really appreciate about it is its ability to bring us to a more broader perspective, to be able to see as much as we can. Obviously, we're going to be limited, but the whole point is to see as much as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and do my fun little shuffle here. Oops. Oh. I'm not as graceful as yesterday. So this card for you is reversed. This isn't doom and gloom or anything, but I just want to check and make sure you can see it. Okay. So if you notice, obviously if you look straight up, it's a cactus. Some flowers here sitting in a pot. Number 8. What I love too sometimes is looking at the way that they actually numbered things. Here in the Mayan tarot, you can see this pattern of dots, 1, 2, 3 dots, and a line, and the line represents 5. So this is a number 8. Kind of took some getting used to, but it's interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is a San Pedro type cactus. The decoration on the pot, in the description, it kind of helps you to see what's going on in the pot. It has a temple, 2 priests. The cactus is, like I mentioned with the flowers, it's in full blossom. And on one of its little branches, I don't know if you saw this, but on one of its little branches is a small white bird. There's some smoke coming up from the corner here. One of the things I haven't mentioned yet, I haven't shown it yet either, is the art for the major arcana in this deck actually assembles all together into one grand picture. It's really beautiful. So this smoke is actually trailing from another area of the big picture. Let's see. When it's inverted, I guess it's trying to mention to you this idea that maybe you're feeling like there's some huge risk of failure. You're feeling like everything is falling apart. This smoke, that's coming through, you're really taking it to heart. You're starting to really wonder, like, if you're going to be able to hold it together. Somehow you're feeling like everything has started to turn. Not for the better, but maybe stuff has started to go sour. Maybe like, some vegetables in the fridge, they sat too long and they got, wrinkled and a little juicy and funky or something, So I think the message here is really about what you see. The idea of control also comes up. I feel like for you, maybe this message is about thinking about effort and how much sometimes we can really get caught up in involvement and effort into our plans, to the point where when we sense almost like the universe is pulling away from us, we kind of get a little nervous, we get crazy, we start feeling like that nervousness, almost like between you and a partner, when you're feeling them withdraw from you, and you start getting suspicious and jealous or paranoid or something like that. That's just an example. I'm not saying that's what you're going through right now, but here it's saying as a reversal to don't worry so much about what you feel or what you perceive to be going wrong. Everything is really allowed to find its own level according to its, I guess you could say, its gravity. Everything has its own gravity, and so just relax into everything just kind of panning out according to its own place, that where it needs to be, right? There's this bigger picture that you want to think about, this idea that you play a role. And that's the thing too to keep in mind is you have a role, but also these plans, these projects, these things you're trying to set in motion, those have a role in other people's lives as well. They influence other people's lives. They may have a deep impact. And so ultimately, allowing everything to have its own pace, its own gravitational pull, and not trying to what's the word, to get involved and mess with how it all plays together, that's the best thing for you. So consider maybe this idea of kind of allowing the spotlight around you to be shared. Allow other objects, even other events, other people, other things in general, external things. Allow other external things to have their moment in the spotlight. I want to say almost this has some kind of like reversed Leo energy, where all of a sudden there's the feeling that like there's not enough. There's not enough to go around. There's not enough resources. There's not enough energy. There's not enough time. And so all of a sudden this stress comes in. You see the smoke and you start thinking fire. But really this is more about just allowing what's natural, what has its own way of doing things, allowing that to take place, allowing that to pass through your life. And I would say a lot of this message isn't necessarily like about being scared of something bad happening. This is more encouragement. This is more like, you know, don't worry, don't stress, everything will be taken care of for you. These things that you're feeling tension or feeling like maybe something isn't going right for you, these things, first of all, they're going to pass. Second of all, this experience is really part of the whole idea of contrasting situations. Obviously, it may not feel great to you right now, and that's okay. It sucks. It's okay to admit that it sucks. It's okay to be sad. We're not talking about, you know, stuffing that down or trying to, you know, sublimate and, you know, push the feelings out with some kind of ideological substitution. That's not the point here. The point here is to pace yourself, to recognize that there's an ebb and flow, there's a cycle to things, and every other thing in this universe also has its own path, also has its own design, and it all is going to be playing together in a big dance. So it's kind of a big picture card for the day. I hope that helps you though. I hope it's encouraging. Feel free to share, you know, maybe what you're currently experiencing, what you might feel this card represents for you, maybe what this situation represents for you. Feel free also to be encouraging to anybody else who's also watching this. Sometimes it's nice to see that in the comments, to see other people sharing their current situation, how it's difficult, how it's painful, how it's, you know, creating tension in their lives, and to share that with other people so that they can also feel like they're not alone, feel like they're not just going through this craziness with no support, with no understanding, with no connection, I guess. And that's the thing here, that's the encouragement, is that everything is connected. You're not alone. Everything is connected. All of these paths are crossing. All of these things are trading places. And so just recognize your part in the whole, recognize your purpose as everything is all coming together just fine. So don't worry too much, okay? So hope that helps you guys. I look forward to continuing this daily opportunity journey with you guys. I'd love to hear your feedback. Feel free to like the video just to let me know to keep going. If you want to subscribe, you'll get notified as soon as I upload these videos so that you can catch it as soon as it goes up. I will be bringing some more content soon, since I've been having a little ebb and flow with, you know, regularity on this channel. This is my attempt to really get to a schedule, to really start bringing some value to you guys on a more regular basis. Once I kind of get the hang of that, I'm going to start reintroducing some of the content I've been trying to make, but obviously haven't been able to really follow through. So I really appreciate you guys sticking it out, and I look forward to seeing you later. So peace. Have a good day.